Take it away, Hookfeld. I am in Rüdesheim, I'm Heim.
Rüdesheim.
Rüdesheim, I'm Rhein, with my new friend Lucas Wendel from Siegfried's Mechanisches Kabinett, which is a music instrument museum with mechanical music instruments in Germany. We want to make another series like the Music Machine Monday series we made on this channel before, but from Siegfried's Mechanical Music Cabinet Museum and see your collection. Today we're just going to walk around and basically see what you have.
Yeah, and rip you outside of some instruments you just get your head stuck in.
Yeah, so here you have some disc music boxes, which is like my favorite type of instrument because they're so beautiful.
One different upstairs I think you very like, so
okay.
We can skip those for now.
What is this? It's a banjo orchestra.
Wow.
Wait, they're plucked mechanically.
Yes.
Look there. And this is an accordion I think I would be able to play perfectly. Hookfeld, that's the company who made the self-playing violin.
Yes, and this piece actually was produced especially for one of our clients. So it's...
Did you build this?
Yes, it's a replica.
They built this, okay? It's a hi-hat on a spring. So basically this box here, behind there, will contract or expand and push this felt pad onto the cymbal to make a dampened sound. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, these are also dampers. Let's move on. This is absolutely crazy. I bet the sound of these glockenspiel bars are great.
It's considered one of the most nice sounding instruments.
I saw that only by looking, okay? That's how far into glockenspiels I have become. Here's a music box comb, by the way.
Small one.
Oh, small. Yeah. Small one. Yeah, you can see the human size next to it. It's pretty big.
Now I think we're coming to the music box you really like, because that's the Kabinett.
Disc music boxes is among my favorite mechanical music instruments, and Lucas has just shown me the Kabinett, and it is the world's largest disc music box.
The world's largest we know of. There are still 3 known devices left in the world.
So this is one of only 3 existing?
One of 3 we know of.
Okay.
So if anyone has one in their basement, please let us know.
I don't understand why there's 3 notes next to each other there.
Well, actually, I don't want to spoil anything for the video, so you'll have to wait.
I guess we have to find out in the Music Machine Monday Season 2.
This one we definitely have to do, because it's a Titanic organ, as it's called.
Karlstad! What? Not in Sweden, it's another Karlstad. I'm actually from Karlstad in Sweden, but I guess it's a Karlstad in Germany.
Gillblad.
Gillblad sounds Swedish. The power source is a weight in the back dropping.
Dropping, yes, and it's turning the shaft to...
This is non-electric.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you have this amazing programming drum in the middle and the instruments on the top.
It's a barrel, so you can program it because it's fixed in space. So.
Pin barrel. Here's another pin barrel with a governor.
Yes.
Yes! 1 point for Mart. Check this out. And I'm complaining about my programming plates. They slayed the dragon 200 years ago already.
We have quite a bigger dragon upstairs, say slain, so...
Okay, yeah. And what's in there?
These are our crank barrel organs.
This is a completely different instrument type. It's a grinding organ.
Yes.
That you played on the street a lot.
Yeah, especially in Berlin, there were like 300, 400 people on the streets playing these barrel grinding organs.
And the cool thing with the barrel inside the organ here, if you come closer, Hannes, is that there is actually 7 songs programmed on this same barrel. And Lucas showed, you can show how we're...
So first you need to have this up, because if you would move the barrel side to side, it would break some pins. But after that you can lift this, and this like knife gets a catch in a groove.
Okay.
And after that, if you're in the groove, you know you have the right melody, and you can read what melody you have and just count the grooves in the shaft.
And I can't wrap my head around the work of placing these bridges and these nails.
There's still one person left who does this kind of work at a real good quality, but you'll have to pay in advance, and the waiting list is something like 10 years now.
Wow.
And he's 80 years old. So here we're in the room with our violins.
So this one is special, isn't it?
This one is special, yes.
If you remember from Spelklok, we filmed an instrument with 3 self-playing violins, and Lucas' father Jens has actually built this instrument, and it's supposed to be 6 violins in this, so twice as good, and that's coming up later, I guess.
I guess. Essentially, at some point they put a music box in everything they could find.
Yeah. It's a beer mug with a music box.
Yes. Because why not? And here you probably want to look up.
Oh wow! So this is a knight's. What did you say? It's a knight's castle.
I don't know the English name currently, but essentially yes, they were staying here, and this was a chapel.
And I love these kind of things because in here you can see the principle again, so easy. Like, okay, you have the power source, so a weight again, pumping air in the bevel, going through the program, out through the pipes. Look at that pistol. You think you're gonna die, instead you get to hear bird song and you think you're in paradise. You built this here?
We still build these, yes, just one city ahead.
Okay. I found these really fascinating. So if you check these 2 wheels down here, you have one wheel which activates this. It's like this party whistle, like this. Here's the flute, they're making the note, and this little lever there is opening the valve on the backside of the bellows here somewhere. I don't see it. So now it's on some kind of pause function, so it starts and stops by itself.
So
look at this.
that was a workshop of Bacigalupo. He gave his stuff at some point to my grandfather, who started the collection. There's a story to be told about this tool, but we'll have to see for a later time, because we're short on time to
Look at this, so these are tools to make the holes?
No, you would use the wheel on your right, because it has timings for the notes.
Here's the indication!
Yes.
Okay, this is the coolest thing.
It's essentially more like your plates on your MMX for the timing.
So basically here you have a bigger accuracy, and that transfers to the smaller here.
Yeah, and the different tracks are the different type of notes. Like you would have one for half notes, full notes, and with the different timings in between.
So at one point he has done very accurate measurements and made all these holes by himself, drilled all the holes manually.
At some point you have to do this, yes.
Yeah, crazy.
Happy?
Yes, very happy. So cool to see how they actually solve the same problems that I have. And I'm amazed I didn't do like more historical research. And of course, my instrument is very different because of the marbles. But everything apart from marbles are exactly the same. Kind of, no?
Just a little less plywood.
Ouch. But it's high quality birch plywood.
So this one is one we definitely will make a video of.
Whoa.
You use paper pipes?
It's cardboard tubes, yes.
Cardboard tubes. That's a little with shellac.
Yeah, they're lacquered with shellac so they get airtight. This is one of the louder instruments because it was intended to be used at an ice skating ring.
Ah, in an ice skating ring. Check this out. What is this? So
They got creative at some point.
but this is feature creep. This is polyphone.
Now you're just searching for someone to blame.
Yeah, but this is feature creep. Like, okay, we have, but so this was just a gramophone player together. With
Yeah, you just have to think about at some point when the gramophone was invented, they lost a huge market.
Yeah.
And they still wanted to keep it. And if you put it together, maybe you can sell them both together.
Oh, look at this music box. It's like shaped like a heater.
Yeah, one could think it is a heater. Look at him thinking he's funny.
Is this only wine or does it actually play?
No, that's just wine.
That's just wine, okay. Oh, wow. Can I play it?
Well, it's definitely mistuned, but you can try. We maybe pick it up.
I am doing those. Okay, here comes Gong Stark, Hannes. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You pick it up. Well, it's a cinema organ.
Wow.
You need to have the special effects somehow.
Wow.
And now show me wind machine.
Let's turn. Telephone.
So we would have like the bass line on your left hand down here. Guess what? We lost him.
Kastanjetten. Gong Stark. Okay.
It was intended for silent movies.
Oh, yeah.
So you would have like a movie playing, and the reason why it's here for us is because you could play it with piano rolls and essentially switch between them really fast.
Wait, so this programming plays this.
Yes.
How?
That's the thing for a later time, once again.
And
What?
in the future, are we allowed to go in there?
We'll even be allowed to go downstairs.
What is there downstairs?
It's 2 stories.
The instrument.
Yeah. The instrument itself is 2 stories.
What is cool when I see this instrument is that everything is kind of obvious when you see it. In my machine, I'm not working in a tradition. I'm like inventing the wheel every time I try to fix something. And the thing that I'm most seeing from all these instruments is that they're all built in a tradition, like an evolutionary process. Someone solved this like that, and then someone made a variation on that, and then someone made a variation, and then you end up with this. And it looks like, how did you come up with this? Well, basically step by step,
We're
right?
standing on the shoulders of giants.
Yes, exactly.
Let's go eat.
Should we go eat? We had a nice time here with Lucas Wendel from Siegfried's Mechanisches Kabinett. No man, seriously, this has been just amazing. Okay. I thought it was cool as a backtrack to this. We're basically too tired right now because we had 3 amazing days at Siegfried's Mechanisches Kabinett.
Siegfrieds Mechanisches Musikkabinett.
Yeah, and I just want to say a big thanks to you, Lucas, and the whole Wendel family for inviting us here to this amazing place. I have so much inspiration for the Marmorine X. We are going to come back and make really nice videos from as many instruments as we can and make them as interesting as we can at a later stage. Your museum will open for this summer in...
Will open in March.
In March. Yeah. So if you're close in Germany or wherever you are in the world, I mean, take a trip here and enlighten yourself into this amazing Alice in Wonderland world.
Yeah, and for people wondering, just check the website. I think we can put it somewhere like in the video. We'll make guided tours exactly for people who are more interested in the technical aspect, so check out that.
And as always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next...
On the next episode? Season?
Sorry.
Nice cue, but I didn't know what you wanted to do.
Yeah, we're making a show here, Lucas. It's called Wintergatan Wednesdays, okay?
Yeah, right, it's Wednesday.